Blessed be Julia. For she has extraordinary art skills. She is a very kind-hearted person and makes anyone's day better. She is very studious and a sweet person. She is one of the most honest and caring people you'll ever meet. Praying for Julia was Miss Dowse.
Blessed be Yamil. For his luscious blue pigtails and fantastic baking. He is fearless and nothing scares him except Jason. He's definitely scared of Jason. Yamil is also a tremendous soccer player. He is one of the most caring and thoughtful people you will ever meet. Praying for Yamil was Miss Jensen.
Blessed be Chase. For always being kind and respectful to others. Chase is such an amazing volleyball player. She can play anywhere on the court. She always lets other people borrow a pencil. Good luck at Notre Dame. Praying for Chase was Miss Howlett.
Blessed be Sam. For his ability to balance his intelligence and athletic ability. Whether he is on the basketball court or in the classroom, Sam is a team player. He is so friendly and sometimes his laugh is funnier than his joke. All that knew him should count themselves lucky. Preble is getting an amazing full-time student next year. Praying for Sam was Mr. Lambert. Blessed be Ureli, for she could always find a way to put a smile on everyone's face. She has a wonderful memory, including remembering health things, which were a lot to remember. If you needed help on homework or anything else, she was always there to help. Praying for Ureli was Mrs. McDonald.
Blessed be Evie. For she always has your back. She has the ability to make anyone smile, even in awkward situations or when she herself was feeling down. She is always willing to share math facts, like 7 + 7 is 17. Really, Evie? She is a great listener and cares for all her friends. Praying for Evie was Mrs. Robinson.
Blessed be Eliza, for being one of the best people in our school. She has an amazing sense of humor and tells the best jokes. She is a fantastic drawer. She is always kind and loving to her friends. Praying for Eliza was Mrs. Swanson.
Blessed be Logan, for being the other short kid. Your broken sense of humor will not be forgotten. You were in every sport you could do and did a great job running the 1600 relay, even though you really didn't want to. Praying for Logan was Mrs. D'Angelo.
Blessed be Caroline, for she is the most amazing, smart, and awesome friend. Her smile can lighten anyone's mood, and her laugh is so contagious. Everyone will always remember her perfect sense of style and stunning makeup skills. She's as beautiful as an aurora borealis. Of course, we can't forget her BTS and Tom Holland obsessions. If you have any questions about K-pop or Spider-Man, Caroline is your girl. Praying for Caroline was Miss Baltus.
Blessed be Maya. For she is a kind and funny person. She is known for her love of all animals, especially her love of frogs. She could always put a smile on anyone's face or make them happy when they were feeling down. She is really an amazing friend and person who you could just hang out with at any time. We are honored to be her classmate. Praying for Maya was Mrs. Lamb.
Blessed be Ian for his mind-boggling height. I'd agree. When he's around you, never know what he's going to say. His humor will not be forgotten. Praying for Ian was Father Mark.
Blessed be Mason. For he knows how to put a smile on anyone's face. He is hilarious to talk to and shares his snacks whenever. He also loves playing video games and be well known for TTVMCLOVIN. Sure, forever. Praying for Mason was Mrs. Hurish.
Blessed be Ashley for being an awesome friend and a great tennis player. She has an amazing sense of humor, even though we don't understand it sometimes. She is a great student and is very generous, but she also has a fun side and can have a great time with her friends. Praying for Ashley was Mrs. Bakey.
Blessed be Grace. For she always has a cheerful attitude and never stops smiling. Her love for figure skating is something we'll never forget. She is super smart and can help you in any subject. She's there for you when you're feeling down and can always give you a hug to cheer you up. We'll always remember when she melted a part of her shoe in DC. Praying for Grace was Miss Tillman.
Blessed be Keely for her love of the Gamblers, football, volleyball, Morgan Wallen, and country music, basketball, but she mostly likes the Gamblers. Kaylee is so kind and hardworking. She is one of the most caring people you will ever meet. Thank you for being an amazing friend to all, Keely. Praying for Keely was Mrs. Schellenberger.
Oh.
Blessed be Al for being super tall, spectacular volleyball player. She is also good at Minecraft. She loves her PC and Xbox, but what she loves more is spending time with friends. She can also help you reach the top shelf. I need her around for grocery shopping. Praying for Elle was Mrs. McDonald.
Blessed be Jenny. For her great humor and personality, Jenny is always up for anything. She has a love for books and Lucky Charms. She is crazy good at soccer and is super athletic. She is a thoughtful person and a joy to spend time with. Praying for Jenny was Mr. Zaragoza. Blessed be Blake.
For he is always making others laugh and making jokes. He is always there for people whenever they aren't feeling well. Known for his haircut and his height, Blake is an amazing person to be around and helps you whenever you need it. Praying for Blake was Mrs. Larson.
Blessed be Ivan. For he is a great friend. He could light up the room with his smile. If you're lucky enough to get close to him, there's a chance he'll bring you a McFlurry. Is that where it came from? He is an awesome football player, and hopefully he will get onto the Notre Dame football team. If you ever need help getting someone from something from the top shelf, he's the perfect person to ask. Praying for Ivan was Mrs. Swanson.
Blessed be Derek. For he is very funny and can make anyone laugh and smile. He's a great gamer and is always positive. He's great at tech stuff, and if you ever need help, you can just ask him. Praying for Derek was Mrs. Lonnie. Miss Lenny.
Blessed be Alex. For his fantastic card skills. He always knows how to lighten up the mood and put a smile on someone's face. He's made health class more fun. He can brighten up the room in any class he is in. Praying for Alex was Deacon Art.
Blessed be Zulema. For her beautiful soul and sweet personality, she is reliable and has a pure heart. She is always supportive and never fails to make someone feel excluded. She will forever have your back. Praying for Zulema was Miss Zipper.
Blessed be Cammie. For being Cammie. She was always, or is always, a lovely, kind friend to everyone around her. Cammie included everyone around her and never made anyone feel any less. Cammie knew how to put a smile on everyone's face. She is an amazing friend to everyone. Praying for Cammie was Mrs. Hellman.
Blessed be Jose M. Go ahead. I can't.
For he will always make you laugh and fill your heart with happiness. While he may be very energetic and competitive, it doesn't stop him from putting his friends first. You always know it's him in the hallway wearing his kitty hat, which will make you smile. If you ever feel sad, he will definitely be there for you, ready to listen if you need to vent. Jose, you will be missed by all. Praying for Jose was Mrs. Bongo.
Blessed be Adam. You are always a fun person to be around. You are such a kind-hearted person. Adam has an amazing attitude and always there for a helping hand. Praying for Adam was Mrs. Lonnie.
Blessed be Jose C. For his great listening ears. Even though he mostly keeps to himself, when you have a one-on-one talk, he's one of the most understanding people you'll meet. Whenever you're around him, you'll always catch yourself laughing. He's really good at sports and making graffiti art. I think one of my calculators had some of that on it. Praying for Jose was Mrs. Boland.
Blessed be Damien for his amazing art skills and his kindness to everyone. Damien was really nice to everyone, and we will never forget that he would always greet everyone in the halls. He's also a really funny guy and a good friend. Whenever you needed help or needed something, he would always be there, no matter who or what it was. St. Bernard will definitely miss his sweet smile. Praying for Damien was Miss Eder.
Blessed be Cece, for she is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. She always has a smile on her face and will always make you smile too. She is always there for you if you need her. She is always positive, both inside and outside of the classroom, and was always a great help to everyone. Praying for Cece was Mrs. Blahnik.
Blessed be Tanner, for being a great guy and for making us laugh with your crazy and hilarious jokes, and for always putting a smile on everyone's faces. You are a positive person to talk to and joke around with. You are always making us laugh with your amazing ideas. Praying for Tanner was Mrs. Thomas.
Blessed be Ariana, for being the sweetest person. She is funny and has a great personality. Her humor can make any dull and boring classroom a fantastic, happy time. Ariana will always and forever have your back, no matter what. Ariana is never afraid to do or say anything. We all hope you have the absolute best time at Notre Dame. Praying for Ariana was Mrs. Kraft.
Blessed be Isabel, for she is a kind person that has a positive attitude and doesn't let anyone get in her way or mind. She's really calm and doesn't talk much, but that doesn't stop her from helping others when they need it. We can make everyone laugh, even when they are sad. She always enjoys drawing and painting as a hobby. Praying for Isabel is Miss Zipper.
Blessed be Cassandra, for the big smile she would always have on her face whenever she would walk into the classroom. Cassandra is an excellent person to be around, and she is always very sweet to everyone that would compliment her on her outfits. She is also a very good listener, because if you ever are going through something, she will always be there for you. Stop. She is not only a good listener, but she gives the best advice if you ever need it. I know that St. Bernard will forever miss her genuine heart. Praying for Cassandra was Mrs. Montani. Blessed be Haley, for she is an amazing friend with a huge personality and positive attitude. She's not only beautiful on the outside, but on the inside too. She is super understanding and easy to talk to, never with an awkward moment. Her smile can light up the room, and she is one of the best friends you could ever have. Praying for Haley was Mrs. Kramer.
Blessed be Claudia, for she is very kind-hearted. She is one of the most trustworthy people you will ever meet, and her advice will always have a big impact on people. Claudia has a great sense of style and is a fantastic baker. She is so beautiful inside and out, and she always has a positive attitude. Claudia is so unique, and she will do great things in her future. Praying for Claudia was Miss Van Dyke.
Blessed be Gavin. For his incredible talent at playing sports, especially his athletic ability for basketball and football. All will miss his humorous, kind, and helpful personality at St. Bernard's. Gavin is a fantastic friend and teammate. He is always willing to help a friend with homework, sports, and anything else. If you've had Gavin on your team for a gym game, you would definitely end up winning. His caring, energetic, and positive attitude will ensure him a great future. Praying for Gavin was Miss Heher.
Blessed be Elena, for she has one of the most humorous personalities. She is not only funny, but also kind to everyone she meets. She is always willing to talk to you and cheer you up. We can't forget how outgoing and energetic she is. She really is one of the funniest people to be around. Praying for Elena was Mrs. Walk.
Blessed be Ruby, for she is a very friendly person with a good sense of humor. Her talent for soccer is very good along with her sportsmanship. Ruby gets along with everyone very well and is extremely polite. She does everything to be funny and cheer people up. She takes up a big part in a lot of people's hearts, and it's a very good friend, and we're sure you're going to do great things in high school. Praying for Ruby was Mrs. Soderdahl.
Blessed be Mariana, for she is very funny and can light up a room with her smile and laugh. If you ever need a laugh, go over to Mariana to laugh at one of her so-called funny jokes. Mariana is always in a good mood. She is always smiling throughout the whole day. She is a very hard worker at everything she does, especially in gym. Her nickname was MVP in gym class. Whenever we call her MVP, she always tries harder. Praying for Mariana is Mrs. G.
Blessed be Hema, for being a very nice and kind friend. If you ever need anything, you could go to her and she will help you. She is such a good friend to all people and always has a smile on her face. She makes everyone smile with her beautiful smile. We will miss the way she could make you laugh all the time and how generous she is. Praying for Hema was Miss Dudzik.
Blessed be Miles, for playing every single sport. He is very cool. Miles is a very skilled person and always does what he loves most. Praying for Miles was Mr. Ritter.
Blessed be Jennifer, for she is a really kind person. She is friendly with everyone and is always happy. She is good at sports and always tries her best. Also, if you ever need help on something, she would help anybody. Praying for Jennifer was Mrs. Tabor's Quack.
Blessed be Sebastian, for he is always so nice to everyone, especially his friends. He is very good at soccer, and if you ever need soccer tips, he always has your back. He is also very happy, and he always lights up the room when he walks in. Praying for Sebastian was Mr. Byer.
Blessed be Sarah, for she is a kind and outgoing person. She always finds a way to make everyone laugh. She has a kind and loving personality. She is a good classmate, and we will never forget her love for the green sauce at El Serape. Praying for Sarah was Miss Winkler.
Blessed be Finn, for he is an amazing player at basketball. Finn has a great sense of humor and is a great friend. You can rely on him when you need him. He can be pretty quiet at times, but once you get to know him, he can become your best friend. Praying for Finn was Mrs. Petton.